Welcome to today's workout. We're doing it all levels, all trimesters, prenatal strength workout. I'm in my second trimester, but regardless of which trimester you're in, if you're trying to conceive or postpartum, this workout's gonna be great for you. I'm using a set of 10-pound dumbbells, but you can use whatever you have. Grab one dumbbell with me. We're gonna start with our first exercise. Feet under hips, dumbbell to your collarbones. We're doing a good morning. So you're gonna push your hips back, come to a flat back position, and then stand all the way up. So weights back in your heels, back as long and straight, abs are braced. That means your belly button is pulled in toward your spine, your chin is tucked, and that weight is staying really close to you. If you can, put it on your collarbone so it's touching you. I've got my mic, so I'm just holding it as close as I can. You're gonna feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings here. Let's do one more, and rest. All right, grab your other dumbbell. We're gonna do a deadlift. So feet under hips again. This time both weights, we're hinging at the hips. Weights are gonna come down about mid-shin right here, flat back, and then all the way up. So it's kind of like that good morning. It's the same feel, except now we've got those weights hanging down. We wanna keep them close to the legs so we feel that work in the back of the body, but we're not straining our low back. Again, that chin is tucked, so you've got a long straight back, neutral spine. You should feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings and then a little squeeze between your shoulder blades to keep that work in the back. All right, dropping one weight, we're gonna go to a single arm row. So you're gonna step one foot back, the same foot as the arm that's working. So right foot back, right hand has the weight. We're gonna pull that dumbbell up and back to your hip, elbow goes straight back. You're leaning into that front leg. You can see my knee is bent over my ankle. I'm leaning forward, but my chest is lifted, my core's tight. That's gonna allow us to put that work in our glute and that front leg, and then keep us balanced. Working one arm at a time. You can go as fast or slow as you'd like. Again, it's 30 seconds, so take it at your own pace. If you need a longer break, you can feel free to do that. All right, resetting, going to the other side. Again, same arm, same leg is gonna work. So stepping back with that opposite leg now, opposite arm pulling. So you can see me from the other side now, kind of how I'm positioned. I always describe it as like you're looking over a cliff. You wanna see what's over the edge, but you don't wanna fall over, right? So you're really controlled, core is tight, squeezing that elbow up and back so you feel that in your lats. In that front glute, it's really stable. You can feel it as you push through your front heel. Nice, we're resting. Keep one weight now. We're gonna do a goblet squat. You can hold it here or you can hold it here. Feet just outside your hips, toes out slightly. Sit back into your hips, stand up. We're gonna go about knee level here or as low as you can. If you can't quite go all the way to your knees, that's okay. Holding the weight up here helps work the front of your body a little bit more. Quads, core, shoulders. Pushing those knees forward, we want them in line with our middle toes. Rest. All right, we're gonna keep that weight. We're gonna do a goblet squat and then we're gonna press the weight. So, hips go back and down, and then once we stand up, the weight goes overhead. Let's do it. Down and push. What's gonna help you here, using your momentum, as you stand up, you're also simultaneously pushing the weight. So don't wait till you stand up to push it. That's gonna help your legs, give you power, take some of that work out of your arms, but we're gonna get those shoulders too with this move. Getting that heart rate up. I feel it. Time. All right. Keeping that weight, we're gonna take the feet wide. Toes out a little bit more, let the weight hang. We're doing a sumo squat. So knees out, sit back into your hips, stand up. So you're reaching for the floor. You're probably not gonna be able to touch unless you can get really low in that squat, and that's great. But I want you to focus on keeping your chest lifted, on pushing your hips back. That way, we don't take that work into the low back. We never wanna round our spine to get lower. We're gonna work those legs. So push the knees out, push through your heels to stand up. Nice, all right. This one you can keep the weight or not. We're gonna squat pulse. So stay wide, Staying down for 30 seconds. Here we go. We pulse. This one is tough. We're only doing one thing, and we're trying to maintain depth of motion. So staying low in the squat. If you need to, you can come a little higher like this, but I want you to try to fight to stay down in the bottom of that squat. Keeping that weight in your heels, chest up. You don't have to use the weight. Don't worry, we're gonna do it again. We've got 2 rounds. All right, stand up, grab both weights now. We're gonna do a backwards lunge. I'm gonna show you from the side, so feet under hips. We're gonna alternate legs. Right leg, step it back, knees to 90 degrees, switch. So that back knee should go straight down. That front knee, you can see mine lines up right over my ankle. My front leg is parallel to the floor, that front thigh. And the weight is in the ball and the heel of my front foot, not in the toes. It's gonna keep that work out of your knees, put it into your muscles. Time. All right, moving to the arms. Bicep curls. Feet under hips. You can switch to lighter weights if you need here. 30 seconds. Rotate those dumbbells, release. So we're curling, twisting at the fist, trying to get those thumbs to the outside of our shoulders. Soften the knees here, brace your abs. It's amazing how fast your heart rate gets up doing just simple moves, right? But again, during pregnancy, that blood volume increase really helps with that heart rate. But if you're worried about it, you can always wear a heart rate monitor. I do, I use my MyZone, it's linked in the description. All right, we're gonna drop one dumbbell and do a tricep extension. So take that dumbbell overhead, we're gonna go down and back, base of the neck, and lift. Knees soft, abs tight. So you can see my shoulders are staying down, my elbows are staying in, so I can see them out of the corners of my eyes. Trying to point my elbows to the ceiling as I lift that weight down and up. Nice, all right, back to the legs. Grab your other weight. We're gonna do a double pulse lunge this time, alternating legs. So feet under hips, step back one leg, give me 2 pulses. Step in, switch. 2 pulses, switch. So in that pulse you can see, I'm just going down and up. Never forward or back. That knee stays over my ankle. Again, that front thigh is parallel to the floor. And as I stand, I'm pushing through my front heel. That's gonna work that glute. This is a good one to do without the weights. If it's too intense with the weights, you can always feel free to drop them. Rest. All right, both dumbbells stay in your hands. We've got an upright row, feet under hips. Deep breath. We're gonna pull those elbows up, pull those weights to the chest. So up and back. Just slightly pull back with those elbows. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, you can see right here. Squeeze, release. So we're getting the front and the backs of those shoulders here. Might need to go slower on some of these arm exercises with the heavy weights, but that's okay. It's not about how many reps you can get, it's about good technique. All right, grabbing or dropping one weight rather. Feet under hips, we're gonna do a chest press. So you're gonna take your elbows wide, push the weight forward and pull it back in right here. Push, pull. So as you're pushing the weight, I want you to brace your core. I do not want you to lean away from it. I want you to push and then pull it back in without moving anything else. Do you see that? Now it might be harder to do it with a heavy weight. If so, just drop it, grab something lighter. You can even use any household object, that works. But I want you to bend the knees, brace that core if you start to feel your lower back taking the weight. Rest. All right, one more exercise with those arms, and then we're gonna break and repeat. So front to lateral raise. Dumbbells come straight up, to the side, and down. Let's do that again. So forward, side, down. So in that front raise, they come up about shoulder height, and then straight to the side. As you're doing that, you wanna make sure you're keeping your shoulders back and down. You're not shrugging your shoulders here. So, not cheating. One more. All right, we're starting over. One dumbbell only, back to the good morning. So, feet under hips, weight as close as you can get it to your collarbones. Push your hips back, squeeze those glutes, stand up, hips, finish under shoulders. So you're not driving your hips, do you see that? I want you to stop here. So your hips are neutral, knees are soft. That's gonna keep that work in your glutes and keep you from straining your lower back. That's a tendency with pregnancy especially, to arch the low back during everyday life and during exercise. And we wanna avoid doing that so our core gets stronger, so we don't have that lower back tension. All right, grabbing the other weight for the deadlift. Same thing here with the deadlift. I want you to watch that spine. Remember, hips in neutral, not here. Here, knees soft. Let's go. Down and up. Remember, squeeze those shoulder blades. Hinge at your hips. Do not round your back. We want to keep everything straight and strong. These moves are excellent ways to strengthen your core during pregnancy because you can't do crunches or planks. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. Those aren't gonna help you. These are the moves that are gonna help get you strong and stay strong during pregnancy and help you recover faster. All right, doing a single arm row now. Drop one dumbbell. Same arm, same leg. Chest up, abs tight. Step it back and then pull. Remember, like you're looking over a cliff. Stable in that front leg. Core is tight. Just the arms moving. Another great core strengthener. Every time you pull, your core's having to resist that rotational movement, getting it stronger. Reset, we'll move to the other leg. Other arm, other leg. Step it back, let's do it. Again, keeping that neck neutral. Good posture. Standing up. All right, keep that one single weight. Back to the goblet squat. Again, you can hold it here or here. Feet outside hips. Let's do it. Back and down, almost to the knees if you can. Stand up. If you've been doing my workouts for a while, you probably noticed I'm in a different location. We moved recently. So I have a new studio, a new place to film. A little bit better lighting too. But it's a little bit smaller actually. But it's nice because it's a designated studio. So I can use it just for this. Couple more here. Rest. All right, we're gonna add that overhead press. So remember, when you're standing up, drive that weight. That's gonna help you use your legs. Ready? Let's go. Down, push. Feel free to take this one slow. I know you're gonna feel that heart rate going up, so if you need to, don't do as many, take a longer break. I feel it too. Rest. All right, sumo squat time, feet wide, toes out, chest up, weight hangs down. Here we go, push those knees out, get low. Again, dropping the hips, not the chest. Anytime you need to, you can drop that weight. I want you to focus on good technique here. Rest. Moving on. My least favorite, I think, sumo squat pulses. Deep breath. Let's do it. It's the least favorite because you can probably relate. It burns the most. It's the hardest. You're having to stay down in the bottom of that squat for 30 seconds, but if you've done my other workouts, not the prenatal ones, we do these for 50 seconds. So if you're not pregnant, go do that one and tell me how it is. Whew, done. All right, backwards lunges, grab both weights. Feet under hips. We're gonna alternate the legs, stepping back. Here we go. Remember, 90 degrees, hip to ankle, that's the range. Good posture, chest lifted, abs tight. Weight pushes through your front heel. Moving on to the arms, bicep curls, feet under hips. Let's twist and curl those weights. Thumbs to the outside. Again, strong and stable, only the arms are working here. If you feel like you have to thrust your hips to get the weights up, you should use a lighter weight. Again, we don't want that work going into the low back in any of these arm exercises. All right, one weight goes down, tricep extension. So feet under hips. We're gonna take that weight overhead, and then it goes down to the base of the neck, straight up. Again, right here, knees soft, abs tight. Keeping that core strong, hips in neutral, and again, back in neutral position, so we're not arching the back. If it helps you, you can also split your feet. Whatever feels good, or you can be here. All right, grabbing your other weight. Back to our double pulse lunge. Alternating legs. Here we go. Again, a good one to drop the weight on if you need to. Pushing through that front heel to stand up, squeezing that glute. Nice. All right, to the upright row. Getting close to the end. Deep breath. Both arms pull up and back. Again, strong core. And breathe. Take it slow if you need. You know, at this point, I'm really out of breath. Some days are just worse than others, you know? Rest. All right, one dumbbell goes down, go into that chest press, feet under hips. Remember, strong core here. We don't want to push away from the weight. Take that weight forward and pull it back in. This works great too if you have a ball or if you're using a plate or just a random thing. I've used like a jug of laundry detergent or milk before. That works well. All right, here it comes, final exercise. Grab both weights, the front raise to lateral raise. So lock in that core, bend those knees. Here we go, arms go up, out, down. If you're using heavy weights, this one's gonna be a challenge. It is for me at least. So take your time, make sure you're controlling your movements. Go slow if you need to. Get those weights about shoulder level, or they can be a little bit lower. Almost there. Made it. 20 minutes, 2 sets. You can do more or less if you'd like. And if you're looking for a cool down or a warm up, I've got those in my playlist as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my other pregnancy workouts broken up by trimester, and I'll see you all next time.